Today we'll be exploring the little village of Theth and showing you what there is to do when you don't want to hike all day.
So we'll be showing you all the most beautiful spots within about a 30-minute walk from the village itself and everywhere in the village that you need to see too.
So make sure you keep watching till the end to see what you can do in this beautiful village. Good morning guys, so today we've had a bit of a lazy morning. I mean it's still like 9 o'clock and we've been up since 6:30, but...
That's lazy compared to the last 3 days.
We started our day with the guest house breakfast today, which was really nice, very filling.
Good.
And then today we're going to be exploring a bit of the actual village of Theth.
Yeah, because of Nat's ankle, it's still hurting a bit today. We can't do the hike that we were supposed to do because it was 3.5 hours each way. So instead we're just going to explore the village and see what there is to do in Theth.
Yeah.
So this tower here is quite famous in Theth. It is, so basically in the 15th century the tribes in northern Albania had a law that allowed blood feuds basically. So if someone killed someone in your family, you could kill the person who killed them and all the males in their family as kind of like a revenge. It was essentially a revenge law. So this tower is where all the men would go and hide in case of a blood feud, to basically stop themselves being murdered. It was kind of like a safe house. So this is where they would go. Apparently there's still some families in northern Albania that hide in fear of these blood feuds now, even now.
So now we're doing the half-an-hour hike back to Theth Waterfall where we went to on the first day. Because it's quite an easy hike. It's less like uphill and steep, but it's still like beautiful views the whole way. And then might even like dip our feet into the water. It's gonna be freezing, but
living life on the edge.
Yeah, I know.
I might dip our feet into the water. But it's beautiful here. And there's just beautiful butterflies flying around everywhere. It's so stunning.
It's definitely a nice day, but we've had all nice days in Albania so far, which is good.
Yeah.
But apparently tomorrow, when we move on, it's supposed to be close to 40 degrees where we're going.
Yeah,
so it's going to be hot.
There's a massive heat wave that's hitting a lot of southern Europe at the moment, and it hits us tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun.
And it's meant to be super humid as well. So on the way to the waterfall is this nice little like stream with like big rocks that make these beautiful clear pools, and we were just about to go for a little paddle when we saw a snake in the water. That's the first snake we've seen in Albania, and yeah, no, it's very much alive. It's slithering away. In fact, it's gone now, so I don't know where that is. And Matt isn't a big fan of snakes, so I don't think we'll be going for a dip.
Nope.
I think it's well cool though.
I don't know where it's gone. What you doing?
My habit is whenever we see a snake, I have to try and identify it on Google, which Nat hates.
Yep. Because it's normally a lot worse than I think it is. It's normally, oh, that's a nice little snake, and you're like, yeah, it's actually poisonous.
Yeah.
Found any results yet?
So from my limited research in the field out here, it might be a meadow viper, which is quite cool because they're extremely rare. But it has it's meant to have like a zigzag down the back. They're the smallest snakes you find in Albania, and it was only about maybe this big, do you reckon? And they're normally 40 to 50 centimetres long. And it is venomous, but only mildly, although it's very aggressive. So, I don't know. Might be that, which would be quite cool. Either way, I think it's still really cool that we saw a snake.
I don't.
So Albania is full of sketchy bridges, and we're about to cross one. There's literally holes in the bottom, the planks of wood don't look like they'll hold anyone up, so let's give it a go. feels like they bend underneath.
I mean, the whole bridge wobbles.
I actually didn't think it would be this bad, but it is.
Yeah, it turns out I'm not a massive fan of bridges either, so it's really not a great day for me so far. Yeah, there's quite big holes in the bottom, and it gets worse. There's a lot more holes coming up. Where's the rest of the bridge? Why can you move the wood?
There's nothing under those planks either.
Nope.
If they go, you go. So, that's all water snakes.
I don't know. Neither, ideally.
Yeah, it's not great. A lot of the planks in wood don't have any metal under either, and they're very far apart. So if they go, you go, basically.
And it's not even like they're nailed down or anything. You can fully move them.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to go?
I don't think you're making it up very far today, so let's go down the canyon.
Let's go. I was going to say, we're just walking through a little forest. We had no idea this path even existed. Like, we were just going to head straight up to the waterfall, but then saw a sign to the canyon and thought we'd follow it. It seems really nice so far.
Yeah.
It's nice and shaded, which is nice. And like, you've got basically, you have the mountains towering over you.
And the best thing about staying in Theth for the day, rather than going on one of these big hikes, is that most other people in Theth are going on these big hikes.
Yeah.
So you've got the place almost all to yourself, which I think is really nice. It's really peaceful.
Except from those people
Yeah,
there.
apart from them, but... So we've just seen the waterfall we were at, so it's a little bit further that way. We might head there later, but no, we're just going to see where the day takes us. At the moment we're going to continue hiking this way down the canyon, but we are now in prime snake territory. Let's go. Burns is taller than me. You hit me right in the face.
So we've just made it to Theth Waterfall again. It's definitely one of our favourite spots.
It's so peaceful and really cool, especially with the water splashing on you.
Yeah.
It's just so peaceful.
Nice and refreshing. Sadly didn't bring a towel, but have a little paddle.
You sure you want to?
Yeah.
With the snake?
Nice. Change my mind. Probably just gonna hang out here for a little bit and then head back down to the village.
So you come to a beautiful natural place to enjoy the scenery and the atmosphere, and they have free Wi-Fi. We're at a bloody waterfall. Why is there Wi-Fi here? I'm actually kind of horrified.
I was wondering why there was a like solar panel over there.
Oh, that's crazy.
That'd be why.
That is a first for us.
So we've just spent some time admiring the waterfall. It's quite impressive. It's 30 metres tall and definitely something to see when you're in Theth, but it got busy quite quickly. So
I think there's like hiking groups here because like there just suddenly seems to be loads of people come all at once.
yeah, a lot of people go to the waterfall on the way to the Blue Eye because it's basically on the way. So that's probably what most people are doing. But it got quite busy, so we thought we'd head back to Theth and have a bit of lunch by the church. So
Picnic time!
yep, we're just walking down this steep, loose gravel path back.
I haven't slipped yet though.
Yeah.
If you watched our first video from Theth, you've just seen that I slipped down the path up there.
But she's improved so far.
I haven't slipped.
She's probably jinxed it now, but... So back at the swimming spot and there's some people in it. I wonder if they know about the snake.
So we've just come to the church for a little picnic. It's the perfect spot. We've just placed our picnic blanket, my beach towel, under the tree, and yeah, we're just going to chill here for a while and enjoy the peace and the nature.
So we just sent the drone up.
Thought we'd get some quite good shots. Forgot about all the bugs.
It's just like a massacre all over the drone.
Oh, it's all over the screen as well.
Oh, lovely. That's one thing to be aware of in Theth.
There's a lot of bugs. That's the first time that's happened to me. So we've just spent the last little bit just admiring the church and taking way too many photos.
As always.
Yeah.
It's just so picturesque, and
Yeah.
the surroundings are so beautiful. We had the nicest picnic here as
Yeah.
well. Definitely recommend doing that. It's just so beautiful.
And no one's here, like no one really does it. People get back from the hike around 3 o'clock, so you've got most of the day to
Yes.
just enjoy yourself here alone. That's quite nice. But I think now we're gonna go for a little cafe stop and get Megan a coffee. In this little village there's one shop for the whole place. It's very like, you can tell they get a delivery for like for a month and they just have to stock it all. It's a bit unorganised, but it's really cute and friendly. I think their biggest export is ice cream by the amount of people eating it and us buying it, but it's a really nice place. It's not as expensive as we thought it would be. It's obviously more expensive than other places like the cities, but considering it's in the middle of the mountains, it's not too bad of a price. It seems to be mostly for the tourists, as all the locals have their own bit of land and have like self-sustained plants and veg. So yeah, it seems to be mostly for the tourists, but I don't mind because I get my snacks. So we spent way too long at the cafe. Basically we've been planning what we're doing tomorrow and the next few days in our last place in Albania.
So excited. It's
Yeah.
been so good.
We're definitely looking forward to it. We didn't really have much know what to expect from there, but we definitely got excited now.
Yes.
So make sure you see where we end up.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yep. But now we're just heading up to dinner. We're heading to the same place as yesterday.
It's too good. You
Yeah.
had to.
We just couldn't help ourselves. It's such a beautiful place and we feel like it was the best way to end off our time in Theth. So we've just finished dinner. It was delicious again.
Yours was so huge.
It was huge,
Literally,
very
that's
filling.
half a chicken.
Yeah.
That's the
But-
most meat you've eaten in a very long time.
Yep. But it was delicious.
So the end we are staying is called, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, it's something like Fushi Theth. We'll write it.
Yeah.
But it's much quieter, more laid back. It's where the church is, where the tower is.
And it's closer to the Blue Eye hike.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's a lot more beautiful.
Yeah. And this end, which is where all like the restaurants
The
and
shop.
also closer to the start of the Valbona hike.
So yeah,
But-
there's definitely two different vibes.
Yeah.
together.
But it's about a half an hour walk to the restaurant, just to take some consideration. But it's a nice walk, like you're walking past all the mountains, so it's really nice. So we would recommend staying in our end where it's
Fishing
quieter,
Yeah.
just because we prefer that kind of atmosphere. But if you prefer like lots of amenities or
Yeah.
limited amenities, then stay that side.
It is about,
Horses.
the town is actually, the village is actually quite spread out. Like
Yeah.
there's a good half-hour walk between ends.
Yeah.
Like it's an easy walk, it's all flat, but it will take you a long time.
Yeah.
Just a consideration. But
And also, if you're driving, just be aware that currently the roads aren't very good, but I think they are improving.
yeah.
And you have to be aware of a lot of animals because basically all that animals are treated like cats, where they just let them out. So
Yeah.
you've got horses, cows, dogs just running around
yeah.
anywhere. So just try not to run anything over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, driving here was difficult. We didn't bother driving to our first guest house because the road was just too bad.
Yeah, so
driving to this guest house was difficult. The roads are very uneven,
very rocky.
Yeah,
you probably ideally need a 4x4, but
there was one point where the car struggled. But our car's tiny and we've managed, so don't let it put you off, but maybe walk the roads first to see whether it's possible. If not, you can park by, there's like a bridge when you come into town, you can park along there, loads of people do, and it's perfectly safe.
But we've had a really nice time in Theth, would highly recommend coming.
So beautiful.
It's not just for like long hikes, hopefully we showed you today, but would highly recommend coming.
Yes, no matter whether you're planning to do the beautiful long hikes or just staying in the village.
Yeah, it's really nice.
We've had such a chilled, nice day today.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
But tomorrow we're off to our final destination, Albania.
Excited but also sad that it's coming to an end.
But we're really looking forward to where we're going, so make sure you watch the next one to see where we end up.
If you enjoyed seeing everything there is to do in Theth, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see where we go next.
So see you in the next one. It's happened in both vlogs. Oh.
This has been happening for the last few minutes. The lights keep coming on, flickering and going off again.
We've unplugged everything because as soon as I plugged my laptop in, it went off.
I think that was a coincidence because it had already happened once before. But yeah, it is just a reminder that we are in the middle of nowhere and electricity can be unreliable. It's been a lot better in this guest house than it was in the last one, but yeah, be prepared for some power cuts.